right, Jalin, can you hear us?
Yeah, we can. I can hear y'all. Yep.
Perfect. All right. Freshman wide receiver Jalin Hyatt is here. We'll take questions, hit the raise your hand function, and we'll call them. We'll start with David Pascal, then we'll go to David O.
Hey, Jalin, when you hear Coach Pruitt yesterday say that they need to take more downfield shots, given the success you had against Missouri and Alabama, is that kind of music to your ears when you hear that?
You like to hear that from, a receiver standpoint. You try to do the best for your team, and I believe in Pruitt, and whatever he says, I'm going to do.
And then when you think about the success you had against Alabama, and Jeremy even referred to this, I mean, when you're making plays against Alabama, you're making plays against really good people. I mean, those defensive backs almost always wind up in the NFL. What did that do for your confidence to have such a big game against Alabama?
Yeah, it definitely boosted my confidence. It was like the first game that I was in a lot, and it was against a great team. And just to go out there and compete with the guys at Alabama, it just made me more confident.
Thank
you. David Oben.
Jalin, what is it like, getting to campus and then being a part of the rotation, so quickly?
Coming as a freshman, that's your goal. You want to come into fall camp. You want to come in and be prepared and, try to do the best for the team. And, that's my only goal. I'm not worried about playing time. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm just trying to come in here, contribute to the team, and just, make us a better team.
We'll go to Vince Farrar, then Blake Topmeyer.
Jalin, talk about how different preparation was for you to enter college ball as an incoming freshman, the way the offseason was with all the limitations. That's one. And then two, talk about your dad, obviously as a coach, what kind of things did he help you with kind of to lean on to prep you for this?
Just before I got here with COVID going on, just staying on the field, just getting prepared to come to Tennessee. And when I got here, what I had to learn about it is just it's definitely a different ball game. You have to have stronger hands, You have to be stronger on the field, more physical. And I had to learn that when I got here, and I definitely learned it in fall camp.
Jalin, when you were a younger guy growing up, was there a time or moment when you realized that you're faster than everybody else around you?
My 8th grade year, I was very slow. I'm gonna keep it real. But my 9th grade year, I started getting in the weight room. I guess my body started forming up, and I went to this regional opening, and I ran a 4. That was my first time running the 40, and that time I ran like a 4.4. So I knew I had confidence after that, and the next time I ran the 40, went down and to a 4.31, and then the last time I ran it was a 4.29. So when I knew I started running those times, my confidence went higher, and I knew I was faster than everybody else.
Did you surprise yourself that first 4.40 time? Were you thinking you might be able to do something like that, or no?
Going in my first one, no, I did not. I did not know I could do that, but I guess I had to thank my parents and thank God.
We'll go to Gustavo, then Austin Price.
Jalin, you are one of the 4 freshman wide receiver in this group. How you and the other 3 freshman wide receivers got into the season? You guys talk about these challenges of being in this difficult and challenging season and being freshman wide receivers.
We're all very close. They're definitely my best friends, and they're great players too. We're just all trying to keep working, just keep doing what Coach wants us to do, and we're not worried about anything else. We're just trying to stay focused on the season and finish these games very hard.
What was your thoughts went to your head when you scored that touchdown against Alabama and Milan Stadium in front of the crowd? Wasn't it probably a unique experience for you?
Yeah, it was definitely unique, especially with the COVID stuff going on. But like I said, it just added to my confidence. We prepared for it, so when I did score, it wasn't shocking. I just felt like we've been doing it in practice, running in practice, so it just felt like a routine.
Jalin, you're out there at practice, so you understand like the difference between a game plan versus what you'll do like in fall camp. So How much more dynamic can this offense be? How much more diverse can it be? Coach Pruitt, obviously said yesterday he'd like to see them be a little more, you guys be a little more creative on the offensive side. Where do you feel like that can happen at? And then two, playing the different receiver spots, how do you feel like that's benefited you in fall camp? Because I know they bounced you around a little bit, trying to get you up to speed with a bunch.
Yeah, for this, we just have to be more explosive. I think that's the number one key for us on offense. And it's going to take practice, and we didn't have a lot of practice time like most of the other colleges did, and we just got to be more explosive. That's it. And then number two is, we just got to be a better team on offense. Really, we have to keep practicing, keep working hard, and be ready for Texas A&M.
Trent Wallace and Rick Russo.
Hey, Jalin, how much time, maybe extra time after practice, do you and the wide receivers spend with the quarterbacks breaking down film? Do y'all have a set time that you do that during the week? Is it more of, who texts who and trying to get together? What's that dynamic been like?
Yeah, we try to do it before practice, in film, and just, really scouting the secondary and seeing, what's their flaws and their weaknesses and strengths. And, after practice, we try to, for the receivers point, we just try to catch balls and, catch as many as we can. And, but with the quarterback and the, receiver relationship, we have a great relationship. I trust all the quarterbacks, and I just can't wait to go and play Texas A&M.
Jalin, good to see you. A couple questions real quick. What do you think is preventing you guys from coming out and having success in the second half of games? And also, could you talk about your impressions of the progress being made by Harrison Bailey, your fellow freshman quarterback?
The problems for the second half is self-explanatory. We just have to be more explosive. We had to come out and act like the first half didn't happen, and come out the second half 0-0. That's how that's the mindset we have to have. Coming out of halftime. And, with Harrison Bailey, he came in my recruiting class. I'm very proud of him. He's like a close brother to me. And, he definitely has, he's going to have success in the future. And, I can't wait to play with him. And, it's going to be fun.
Jimmy Himes and Blake Toppmeyer.
How comfortable are you at playing each of the wide receiver positions?
I'm very comfortable in it, but right now I love where I'm at. Slot is more, what's the word for it? More space you can work with, and when it is man, you can do more work in the slot. So I love the outside. I play outside in high school, but slot is probably my favorite position right now.
And how would you rate yourself right now as a route runner?
You always have to do, put in work. And right now I definitely, I can improve in everything. So I'm not, my route running, I'm happy about it, but I definitely know I can improve in it. So, just improve. That's it.
Jalin, obviously in high school, your team had a lot of success on the state championships. Given that, how do you deal with a season like this where with more losses than you're accustomed to? What's that like dealing with that?
We're not worried about that. We're not worried about the losses at all. What we're worried about is just preparing, getting ready for the next game, and just keeping everything for the team. Our team, we're very close. There's nothing happening here, and we all love each other. So we all have confidence in each other, and we're not worried about that.
Patrick Brown and Matt Ray.
Jalin, you talked a little bit about the Alabama game and the plays you made in that game. I'm wondering how much did those two plays you made in that game sort of make you more hungry to have more success and be more productive?
It definitely makes me, more hungry. The biggest key, what it did, was just my confidence. Coming in as a freshman, you have confidence, but I never caught the ball, did something. I never scored. So when I scored and then my second reception and went about 30 yards, my confidence definitely went up, and, I'm ready for the next game.
Jalen, you've been asking a little bit about your relationship with Harrison Bailey. Back when the pandemic hit, you guys got together in March and were throwing together and trying to build chemistry. How do you feel like your relationship has grown, and how important was it for you guys to start that relationship early? And then secondly, everybody's kind of talked about your speed, but now your younger brother Devin is being talked about as the fastest kid in South Carolina. What does it mean for you to see him kind of step in and fill the void that you left at Dutchport?
Yeah, I drove up to Atlanta during the pandemic with Harrison, and we threw the ball for some time, and I stayed up there for maybe 3 or 4 days just to just get the flow with him. And when I went up there and after I left, I knew he's gonna be something special. So I'm just I'm ready to see what he has in the future. And for my brother Devin, I'm not surprised that he's the fastest. He did it in track. He ran, last time he ran the track was 100 meters I think it's 10.5, 10.4. So I'm very impressed with him. He has a lot of work to do, but I'm very happy for him.
All right, thanks, Jalin. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.